Is that the song of the year, or is that the song of the year? Of the last, I don't even know. Niniola is here with me. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me in the studio.
Well, we need to start with that song now. Are you surprised at how big of a hit it has become?
I am grateful. In the studio, when we made the song, that's Sad and I, my producer, we knew the song was good, but we didn't know it was going to go this far.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful.
What was going through your mind? Because first of all, calling a song Maradona, it's like, you know, you hear the title, you're not sure if it's a football song or not, but then you hear the lyrics. I mean, even if you know Yoruba, you kind of understand what you're talking about, you know. Did you write it? What was going through your minds when you were doing this?
Okay, so this is how I record.
Yeah.
I listen to the beat, and then I make sure I get enough inspiration from the beat. I get the vibe, the emotion from the beat. And this is what I got from the beat. Sadness, yet, you know, colorful.
Okay.
And that's how the story came up. And I started singing, Shea Footballer, yeah, and that's how it came up.
When were you in Project Fame?
That was in 2013.
Okay, and people have always said, oh, people who go on these reality shows, you know, there's always, it seems like a tradition now where there's a lull, you know, from being on the show, and then it was like, oh, where's this person, where's this person?
I say, of course.
And then most people fade away. I mean, a couple of you have had the one song that blows, using the Nigerian term now. What happens in that time? Is that sort of a struggle to you know, understand fame? Does it overwhelm you? What really happens that makes, you know, that sort of dead air moment?
First of all, God is the supreme being, and He alone can order one step. Because whether or not you go to a talent show, it won't guarantee that you succeed in whatever it is that you're doing. So first of all, God, hard work, and having the right team really helps you. And of course, preparation. And when preparation meets opportunity, you know what happens. You know, you succeed. So after the competition, I found myself a manager. Of course, I got my prize money. You know. Yes, I got the prize money, and I told myself, I said, I'm not looking back, because I've been given my own fair share of no's from other competitions, and this particular competition gave me a chance. I'm like, you know what, I got this money, let me do something with it. And I decided to, you know, use that money as capital for my music business.
Yeah.
Basically.
So, I mean, it took you a couple of years for sort of the mainstream audience to start, you know, recognizing and accepting. Was there a point where you were like, you know what, is this really worth it?
For me, every step of the way was...
I mean, you had good songs in that time. Let's not take it that away from you, but I'm just talking, you know what I mean by, you know, blowing in Nigeria and how hard it can be.
Yes, the thing is this, from Ibadi, that's my debut song.
Which is a great song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I started building my fan base. So it didn't just happen overnight. Right now, I have like 10 songs. And a lot of people are like, oh, really? Some people started with me from Project Fame. Some started with Ibadi. Some started with Soke. Some just joined the bandwagon, and they're like, how come she has only one song? And people are like, no, go back. You know, there's a catalog of songs. And for me, you just have to keep working hard till, you know, it happens for you.
People have said, I mean, I hear this a lot where there's talk about, oh, there can't be more than one or two women in the Nigerian industry who are huge at the same time, you know. They're like, oh, this person was big and this person had to drop for this person to replace and yada, yada, yada. Now they're like, oh, there's 2 or 3 people who are shining. Where is Niniola going to enter? You know, things like that. And is that even a fair way to put it?
It's not a fair way to put it, but I'm not here to listen to side talks. I'm here to work and make sure, you know, the business is going on, because at the end of the day, we have to make returns.
Yeah.
So I go into the studio, I record the song. My management takes care of, you know, distribution and making sure, you know, everything is okay with the business. And that's what I'm all about. Yeah. I'm not looking about who's the queen of this. No, because at the end of the day, it's people say it's a single-oriented industry. You know, you have to keep dropping. So if you sit down and you're bringing yourself down because of the people in front, then you never get to where you want to go to.
Yeah.
Rather, see those women in front, like you see Waje, Omaomi, Tiwa Savage, Niniola. They see them as, you know, thank you for paving the way, I'm coming, you know.
Yeah.
And I'll also pave the way for the people coming behind. So you shouldn't, you know, look down on yourself as a female artist and think, you know, these girls are big already. They started from somewhere. So you can, you know, definitely...
As much as you said, I mean, you're not necessarily focusing on that, wouldn't you like to be the queen? I mean, it must be nice to be like, okay, this is the biggest female artist.
Okay, first
Is it not some of the, I mean, or biggest artist even? Is it not something you're aspiring to?
Okay, first of all, people gave me the title Queen of Afro House because I own my genre of music.
Yeah. So that's what you do, Afro House?
Yes, Afro House. So there's room for everybody to own their own genre of music, yes. Because if you do not have a sound, there's a problem. You know, you fizzle out or, you know, something will happen. But if at the end of the day, I'm getting my shows and my music is being played and fans are loving me, why am I killing myself thinking of number 1 or number 2? Do you understand? That's where people get it wrong. Because in the past, we had number 1, number 2, number 3. It will always change. So I don't think that should be the mentality. Yeah. The mentality should be that consistency and make sure that, you know, you don't fizzle out fast.
You called 4 names there, Omaomi, Waje, Tiwa, Niniola. What's your relationship with them?
Oh, I maintain a cordial relationship with them. Every now and again, when we get a chance to chat, you know, they talk to me and I listen. I remember the other day, Omaomi is a darling, by the way. She called me, she's like, Nini, you know, you're very talented. Oh my God. And she said, I would always tell you you're so talented. But the thing is, just make sure you work hard. Work real hard, because this industry is not about, you know, having that ovation from morning till night. A time will come when, you know, if you haven't done your homework, you know, cry. Yeah. But just keep working hard and the sky's the limit.
I mean, one thing I always hear, and I don't necessarily understand it, is, you know, they always say, oh, women always pull women down. You know, women are women's worst enemies. You know, you see a lot of that. And even, I even see from women saying it and putting it up on Instagram. And, you know, it's almost like a reality. Do you get that in your industry?
I'll speak based on my experience.
You know what, let's just quickly think about that and we'll take a quick break. You know, when we come back, we'll have more from Niniola right here with us on Rubbing Minds. Please do stay with us.